I had taken a strong desire towards self-defense, stemming from the exit of my last life, and I craved the feeling of combat and battles with other men to sharpen my skills to ensure that no man would have an easy opportunity to take my life. The price I paid in my last lifetime was a fire that burned deep within my core, and I allowed it to drive me with an obsession to conquer many men. I would have a lot of souls to answer for at the end of this lifetime, as my ego would guide me to take all I could, as I acquired a gluttonous appetite for ending other men's lives. If there were any good in me during this lifetime, it would have to be my loyalty to my warriors who served me to the end. They were the only family and friends I knew during that part of my lifetime, because their fear of me made them more loyal than anyone could ever be to the ego. I can say that if I ever loved anyone other than myself during that part of my lifetime, I did love them as my brothers, my family, and my friends. We saw a lot of bad things together and carried a bond that has withstood the tests of many lifetimes since. And I find this bond in the eyes of some men even in this lifetime today. They looked up to me with a type of respect/fear that has them seeking me out for friendship, respect, and guidance even to this day. They were more than just my warriors. They were my family, friends, and children of that lifetime. And they saw my ego as their guide. I can also see this in the eyes of some who harbor a negative feeling for me at first sight. And I can only imagine where our paths have been. But I can still see that at one time, they were all my brothers in battle. We fought many battles together, and they knew that without my energy on the field of battle, the fight was as good as lost. I not only played the role of prince, but I was also coach, motivator, leader, fearless warrior, and just an all-around pure instigator of psychopathic deeds on the battlefield. Most of these men would rather have died by my side on the battlefield than live to a ripe old age and not ever have played the game. On the battlefield, when you look into the eyes of a man reaching out to you just as the life is about to exit his body, it is a connection that will never leave your spirit realm. And when I meet someone today and look in his eyes and just know that this person is all right with me, I know that energy had to come from somewhere in my past. And when I meet someone today who has that long-time connection, both of us are on a spiritual mission which knows that the battle of the egos is long past. What we are evolving to since then is a total spiritual connection which rejects all deeds opposite spirit and will offer only goodwill toward mankind. Even when we start out on the wrong foot, we shall find a way either to solve the dispute or just walk away with a blessing and write it off, allowing a place for the spirit to occupy the space.
All the battles that I fought in that lifetime carry scars not only in my soul, but on my flesh as well, to remind me of the pain that I once caused another. It serves as a map or blueprint, which reveals not only what I did in the past, but also what I could be capable of in future events. Even if I choose to lie or ignore what I have allowed past egos to experience, lifetimes of tattoos have a different story to tell. A man's deeds will always live deeper than his flesh, and no matter how many ways I try to hide or cover up the deed, it will always find a way to reveal itself. I have a clearer understanding about my life in the flesh today than I had in lifetime number 3. I know I can obtain all the pleasures this life has to offer without causing negative energy to others. Negative energy will exist within my being and flesh, but as long as I don't cause it to blossom, or as long as I don't give in to it, then I know it will not penetrate the realm of reality I live. The scars are just scars, and past deeds will be corrected by prayers of forgiveness and karma. This means forgiving myself as well, and knowing I can be a better person than I was yesterday. I look back at the last battle I fought in that lifetime and see the lives of most of my warriors being taken as we fought for our lives in a most unfamiliar way, being the prey. After many years of ruling the land, the new breed was starting to take hold of all I had once conquered. They were younger, stronger, faster, and smarter than my outdated ways of the past. There was nothing I could do to stop the killing, which the new breed had unleashed on the land. Each day I would watch as the rules of the game were changing fast, while my arrogance refused to change with the times, even if it meant sudden death. We had taken on an army of men who were just so much better than we were at the game.
Wow, I really enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see what's next.